A very good morning to all. I am Jyoti and today I am here to make the learning of science interesting and enjoyable. So first let me introduce myself. I am pursuing B.Ed, that is Bachelor of Education, and that will be completed by June 2024. I have done my MSc in Life Sciences in year 2022. I have done my graduation in BSc Biomedical Sciences in year 2020. So what motivates me to be a teacher? See, being a teacher, being a facilitator or an educator, I am not just a teacher. I don't just only teach my students, but also I am a part of this teaching learning process and I learn a lot from it and I love it. So let's start today's discussion. In today's video, we'll be discussing a very interesting topic of science. Okay, so my dear students, just look around you and think what kind of changes you see around you every day. Few examples are here for you. See, sugar dissolved in water. Suppose you have a glass of water and a tablespoon full of sugar. Now the water is in liquid form, right? And the sugar is in solid form, correct? Now take that spoon of sugar and dissolve it into the water. Okay, now what will you see? That the solid sugar is now being dissolved in the water and has been converted into liquid form. This is a change, right? Change of the physical state, solid to liquid, right? Second example for you, setting curd from milk. Now suppose this is summer season and you're feeling so hot. You came from school and you want chach. Have you heard about chach? That is known as buttermilk in English. Okay, buttermilk, chach. Now for that buttermilk, first what you want curd. Okay, curd. But for the curd, what you want? Milk, of course. So what will you do? You will take a bowl of milk or a cup of milk and you will add a few amount of curd in it, right? And after few hours it will be converted into curd, right? See, setting curd from milk, you will take a bowl of milk, add few amount of curd in it, and after few hours it will be converted into curd. This is also a change, right? The milk is converted into curd. Third example for you is breaking of glass. Have you ever breaked a glass or a cup? You must. So this is also a change, breaking of glass, and there are so many examples around you if you see. Okay. Now, changes are broadly classified into two categories. That is, first physical change and second is chemical change. Okay, remember, changes are broadly classified into two categories. First is physical change and second is chemical change. So first we will discuss about physical changes. So students, in physical changes you have to remember two main points. First let me give you an example. Suppose this is a stick. Okay, a stick. What will happen if I'll break it? The stick will divide into two parts, right? Further, I can divide it into more parts, right? So in physical changes, first point to remember is no new substance is formed. Okay, no new substance is formed. Okay, no new substance is formed in physical changes. Another example, have you seen ice? You must have seen ice. See, suppose this is an ice cube. Ice cube. If you will keep this ice cube into room temperature, what will happen? It will convert into water, right? If you put the ice into the room temperature, the ice will convert into water. This is physical change. But again, if we'll keep this water into refrigerator, what will happen? It will again convert into ice, right? So what the second point you have learned here is it can be reversible. Okay, reversible means you can reverse the change. ice to water, water to ice. You can reverse the change. So two main points to remember in the physical change is, first, no new substances formed. See, the ice is converted into water, but the ice was also made from water, right? So there is no new substance. Okay, so first point, no new substances formed, and second is, it can be reversible. It can be reversible. Ice to water, water to ice. So this is about physical change. So the second category is chemical change. What is chemical change? Remember, chemical change is also known as chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. Okay, chemical changes are also known as chemical reaction. See, let me give you an example. Suppose this is an iron nail. Okay, iron nail. If you will keep the iron nail, suppose on your terrace, okay, after few days the iron nail will have a red color covering over it. A red color covering over it, and that covering is known as rust. This is iron. The formula of iron is Fe. After few days, if you will keep the iron nail onto the terrace, it will have rust, a red or brown color covering, which is known as rust. Now if you want that rusted iron nail to be converted again into the normal iron nail, it is not possible. Okay, it is not possible. So the first lesson you learn from here is, chemical changes are irreversible. You cannot reverse that change. Okay, unlike physical change, you cannot reverse the change. So it is irreversible. You cannot reverse the change. And the second thing is, first, you don't had rust. After some time the rust is formed, so you got a new substance, that is rust, a new substance. So my dear student, always remember that in chemical change you will always get one or more than one new substances. Second point, new substance formed. Okay, see another example. Have you seen leaf? Of course you must have seen. In the starting the leaf is of green color like this. Okay, but after few days the green color leaf is converted in this, like this, yellow color, right? And after few more days the leaf is converted like this, brown color, right? So if you want this type of leaf to be converted into this type of leaf, is it possible? No, it is not possible. So this is an example of what? Chemical change or physical change? Of course, chemical change, because it is irreversible. You cannot reverse this to this. Okay, and a new substance is formed. You can see. Now few more examples. Suppose examples for you. Now you will tell me whether the example is of chemical change or a physical change. Suppose you have a paper, okay, paper, and you made an airplane of the paper, an airplane. You made an airplane from the paper. Now what is it? Either it is a chemical change or a physical change. See, if you are thinking that you have made the airplane and a new substance is formed, it is not correct. See, I have made an airplane for you. Not so accurate, but see. So I have made this airplane from the paper, but if I will open it, it will again convert it into the same paper. So there is no new substance. So this is an example of physical change. No new substance is formed and it is reversible, right? Now suppose if I will burn this paper. If I am not burning right now, but suppose if I will burn this paper, what will get? Suppose this paper and I have burned it. I have burned the paper. What will you get after burning? Ash. Ash, okay? In Hindi what we call ash? Raak. So if you want this raak, this ash to be again converted into paper, is it possible? It is not possible. So this is an example of chemical change or a chemical reaction, because the change is irreversible and a new substance is formed. Right? Now a few homework questions for you. Number 1, growing of your height. It is chemical change or is it physical change? You are growing day by day. In the starting, when you was born, you was of this size, right? But now you are so tall. What is it? Example of chemical change or a physical change? Example number 2, stitching of the clothes. Suppose you have 2 meter of cloth, 2 meter, and the cloth is being converted into shirt or kurta or anything. So is it example of chemical change or physical change? See you in the next video with the answer of these questions. Till then, take care, thank you, and bye bye.